Hello, guys. Today, I come to you with unfortunate news. This new Dark World deck, new Dark World Danger deck, is very bad. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you. The deck's not very good. You can leave now if you want to. If you want to see this deck, expecting it to be competitive, it's not. The deck is very bad. But I do have a replay to show you and a deck to get through. So let's just get started on that. First, we got up our new Danger monsters. We got 3 Danger Bigfoot. This card's pretty good. The Dangers are definitely the best part of this deck. The Dark Worlds are obviously the worst part of this deck. But each Danger, I think everyone knows how the Dangers work. You can get sacked. Random things can happen to you to just demolish you. I'm sorry, is this card called Dark Femtron? That's fucking crazy. What are Rush Duel? What are they printing? Dark Femtron has got to be transphobic. Whatever. Danger Bigfoot is obviously a very good card. It's a rank 8 extender along with just pretty much it's an all around good card for the archetype. Same thing with Thunderbird. Thunderbird is literally the same card as this, except when this card is discarded, they each target either a set or a face up card and pop it when they're discarded. Thunderbird for sets and Bigfoot for face ups. On the other dangers, we are on the 2 Mothman, the 2 Chupacabra, and the 2 Tsuchinoko. The 1 Tsuchinoko. Unfortunately, we don't have Jackalope is not legal, and neither is Nessie. But 2 Mothman. Essentially, this card is just Dark World Dealings when it's discarded. This guy revives a danger from grave, and this guy summons itself. Next on the Dark Worlds, we're playing 3 Grapha. This is a rank 8 extender. This is also furthers your plays after it. 3 copies of Snow. This card searches any of the Dark Worlds from deck. Essentially just gives you free advantage, and that advantage is generated by going with Brow Huntsman, which when discarded draws another card. Next up on miscellaneous cards, Gizmek Orochi, the Serpentine Sky Slasher. Orochi is basically just a rank 8 extender. It blocks on your opponent's turn. It pops cards on the field on your turn. Pretty good, pretty strong. 3 Radian, just a kaiju. This is the best one because it's a fiend and it works well with some of the other cards in this deck. But yeah, being a fiend is pretty important. 3 Ash Blossom. It's just a good hand trap. Next up, we are on 3 Allure of Darkness. This is why it works well. Why we need to play Radiant over the other kaiju. It's not because it's a fiend, it's because it's a dark attribute. But yes, Allure is quite good. It's just draw 2 cards, banish a dark. Everyone knows what Allure is good. What Allure does. Dark Hole. This is a going second list, so playing Dark Hole main is pretty important. Dark Hole is pretty good going main as a main deck, anyways. It's just a good option to have. 3 Dealings. This card just furthers along the plays of the deck. You can discard a Brow to draw a card. You can discard Thunderbird or Bigfoot to pop cards. Serpentine activates in the grave. This is just another Dark World Dealings. Revive one of the big guys with Chupacabra. It's a very good card. And then 2 Twin Twisters. In the extra deck, we're playing Zombie-Stein. This is the going first option. You make it with any of the level 8 dark guys. So basically any of our level 8 extenders. We are playing Tachyon Dragon just for going second. It attacks twice and negates all the guys during the battle phase. And then we're playing Giant Grinder for removal. For the rank 4s, we're on 1 Dark Xyz Rebellion Dragon. You make them with Snow and one of the dangers, or just 2 of the dangers. Dark Rebellion Xyz to hit over big beaters. Master Key Beetle to protect some of your maybe one of your rank 8s. Redoer is just what you make if you're against a deck that 1 doesn't lose to Dweller and 2 you are going first and don't know what they're on. 1 Light Dragon Ad Ignister for monster removal, for spell trap removal, for decks that rely on the graveyard. Ignister is for monsters, and Tornadoes for spell traps for obvious reasons, and then Abyss Dweller is for decks that rely on the graveyard, like Tenyi. 1 rank 3, we can make this with Brow or Tsuchinoko. You can also use Ash Blossom if you need to. Leviair, and the only one is Leviair. It summons back a banished monster. For Link monsters, this is just miscellaneous stuff. 1 Raten, 1 Hita, 1 Pit Knight early, 1 Geonator Transverser, and 1 Underclock Taker. In the sideboard, we're on three Dark Rulers, 3 Chalices. You need to board the Chalices against decks that make a Dweller, so that you don't instantly lose. 3 Necro Valley and 3 Metaverse. This is off the new ban list. Metaverse is very good, and so is Necro Valley, and then 3 Dimensional Barrier. Now, let's get into the replays. First up, we're going to be looking at this one. This is Kogathal versus me. He's on Shark. He pitches one, summons Buzzsaw, goes Buzzsaw, summons a guy from deck, summons an Angler, makes 2 rank force, hits 1 and passes. Then he prematurely fires his Abyss Dweller. I want to point this out here. I miss both Danger Bigfoot effects. Wild. I am able to summon the Thunderbird, though. Extender plays a little bit further and run over Abyss Dweller. He goes Redoer. Then goes Buzzsaw Shark, summons a guy from deck, overlays for Attic Nester, pops. I do this. He activates the Called By to negate Gizmek. I go Dark Hole. He goes Lightning Nester to protect. I draw, discard, activate, pop Light Dragon, pass, and I surrender because he has lethal on field. Next up, still on Shark. He makes the board, which is literally just Dweller, sets a Torrential, passes. He prematurely fires the Dweller. I pop Torrential. I go for Bigfoot. I hit over Dweller, and I pass. He goes for Surface, adds the 2 guys back to his hand. Sithana, Angler makes Xyz Dragon. I go Dark Hole to pop. Bin, draw, bin, draw. Bang, bin, draw. I do the Dark World. And then I make all my big beaters and attack for game. Finally, summons Monk, pitches, summons, Leafish, bins 1, make Dweller, set 1 pass. He activates Dweller. I go Allure of Darkness. I go Bigfoot, hit Brow. Can't activate, unfortunately. Bang. He hits his own guy with Chalice. Alright, cycle some stuff. Hit directly, make Zombie Stein and pass. He goes Book. I negate with Zombie Stein. He summons Buzzsaw. Summons a guy from deck. Overlays for Redoer. Kills Zombie Stein. I draw the Kaiju. I out his Redoer. Pass. Summons his guys. Draws 1. Summons Sithana. Attacks. And I surrender on Mothman. Now, as you can see, unfortunately, this deck is quite bad. This deck loses really hard to Dweller. Any sort of graveyard hate, which is now very prevalent, seeing as we have 3 Dimensional Fissure, 3 D-Shifter, 3 Macrocosmos, Dweller. You can just run any form of graveyard hate, and this deck loses instantly to any form of that. The dangers do have some potential. They can be used. There's probably like some sort of danger Lunalight build that is out there, but right now, as it stands, Dark World is a very, very, very bad deck. I will be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.